going to witness a steeplechase like no other. It pits a champion rider against an expert BMX bicyclist.
The race will take place at the Griffith Park Equestrian Center in Los Angeles. The course, once completed, will be a 750-foot series of straightaways, walls, fences, divots, moats, and curves. World champion horse jumper Diane Lundy-Coe will ride her thoroughbred Helium. RL Osborn will ride his BMX bicycle.
Diane has every confidence that her mount will live up to the demands of this race.
Helium has been jumping in the jumper division for a little over a year and a half. She has progressed up through the ranks, and she is now in the open jumper level. Helium is an excellent speed horse at this point. She toured Europe last year, Rotterdam, Hickstad, Berlin, Brussels, won with the very best competition in Europe.
RL is just as confident about his bike.
I'm using a specially made BMX bicycle, BMX meaning bicycle motocross. The bike is constructed of 4130 chromoly, that would consist of the cranks, frame, and forks. The chromoly that this bicycle is made out of will be lighter, which will make me go faster, and also will be a very strong steel. The wheels are made out of a plastic with graphite inside of which makes them very rigid, which makes me go faster too. It'll give me less weight to pull, which it would be very much easier to go. I ride every day, 6 days a week. I ride approximately 3 to 4 miles a day. I practice in pretty much of a tight area. Using jumps such as ones we're using today, using sprints, practicing my starts, and anything that would be coordinated with the race at all.
RL will race on a plywood track, while Helium runs on the grass right next to him. Once it is completed, the course will include 5 jumps, 2 of them with moats, a divot, and 2 tight curves. The elaborate setup takes several hours. The finish line will include a photo finish camera just in case it's needed to determine the winner.
Everything's just about ready for this never-before-tried race. Everything but a final measuring to make sure both lanes are exactly the same length.
The measuring is performed by head judge Patricia DeCraker, an official from the American Horse Show Association. The official starter, Sid DeCraker, now prepares to get things underway. Patricia DeCraker will be at the finish line. In just a few moments, the first race in this historic match will begin.
The best 3 out of 5 victories will determine the winner. RL will start from a slightly inclined ramp. Diane will begin from a standing start.
The race is now only seconds away.
On your mark, get set.
And they're off. At least RL is. Helium shot at the starting pistol, and RL's got an early lead going into the divot. RL's still ahead at the first wall jump, but Diane and Helium start catching up at the first turn. Diane takes the lead at the moat jump. She clears the double fence, widening her lead. Into the final turn, Diane's still ahead, but RL's gaining. Diane clears the last fence jump and wins. The winning time is 26.98 seconds.
After I got started, the start was very bad, and I went right to the bat and the leg and got right after her, and then she got the idea.
Once she gained the lead, Diane never looked back. She easily overcame her bad start. RL, however, had his own problems, and the riders now face a hopefully problem-free race.
I'm going to try to get a cleaner start, and hopefully she'll settle a little easier between the fences, because if I keep going at the speed that I just went the first round in, she's going to get into some trouble at the fences.
Wind's starting to carry me a little bit, so my bike weighs 25 pounds. Wind's kind of coming up.
After 2 races, RL feels certain that the 20-mile-an-hour wind is slowing him down while airborne.
The wind carried me a little bit to the side, which put me off a little bit off the track. After that, I barely made up enough speed to make it over the 3rd jump.
Another race is about to begin. RL feels certain he can do much better.
They're off. It was a very good start this time. When we come back, we'll see the rest of this incredible steeplechase race. Now, let's go back to the steeplechase course for the rest of this incredible race. The thoroughbred Helium, ridden by Diane Lundy-Coe, has easily won the first 2 races. But BMX racer RL Osborn doesn't bear a grudge. He's got a lot of fans in the crowd, and he's confident that his BMX racer can outrun and outjump a horse.
This is his chance to prove it.
It's neck and wheel into the divot. They're still even after the wall and into the first turn. Then Diane takes the lead on the straightaway. She easily clears the moat, but RL is going strong and closing the gap.
He's still gaining into the second turn, and then without warning, the unexpected occurs. Diane drops out of the race. RL hasn't noticed and barrels for the finish.
Diane's saddle unbuckled on the turn, and she had to stop. It's an empty victory for RL.
I'm telling you the truth, it would have been real interesting to see what would happen. I think it would have been real close.
RL was behind and consistently gaining, but there's no way to predict the outcome with certainty.
The races will now continue. RL's behind 2-1.
Get set.
They're off again. RL takes a quick lead into the divot. He keeps the lead through the first jump and into the turn. But Diane takes the lead coming to the moat. As they hurdle the wall, RL is gaining ground fast. Rounding the turn, heading for the finish, anybody's race. Out of the last moat jump, RL's leading by a spoke. Over the last fence, Diane's momentum has given her the lead and a narrow victory over RL.